How you doing, paisanos? V here. With the release of Dark NEOSTORM coming soon, Power Duelist, Dual Power, and the ban list, we're going to see a totally different meta. We got a lot of great cards lined up to come through, and we got a lot of cards that are currently on the ban list that's going to be coming off the ban list. Decks like Sky Strikers, Danger Variants, hell, maybe even Ultra Guys might get hit in the ban list, which dramatically changed the game. Now, the market is ever-changing. Bots happen 24/7, and we can literally look at the cards, like even cards today, and see these price points, that some of them even high price points that are just bought out, go nowhere, just tanking value with the release of a ban, a new printed card, and all that kind of stuff, especially new cards coming out, and stuff like, once again, Dark NEOSTORM. Look at Dark NEOSTORM, they give you a pretty good outline over here about stuff that's happening. Let me explain. One thing is brand new Valkyrie decks, which for the most part don't do nothing. I mean, Valkyries have done nothing, but there's still some kind of weird value with Valkyries. A new Link monster focused on Burning Abyss. One of my favorite things about this is a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players are still like, it could not be Cherubini. It's Cherubini, guys. I'm sorry. Like, a new Cyberus monster, which is kind of cool, like a Rhoda for Cyberus. We had that already though, but we're getting another one. Cool. Which brings the question about Salamangreats. Can they be hit in the ban list? I don't think they're going to be. I don't think they'll be hit directly, but I think Salamangreats can be hit indirectly with the release of a card like Max C being brought out to the public, so now everybody has access to Max C. So that one negate that you do with Salamangreats that's feasible and strong now is useless with the release of cards like Max C. I'm going to Max C you on your turn. If you run to your one negate, how many cards will I draw before you get to your one stop card? That's what it comes down to. And I feel like a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players are going to know when to drop Max C, especially if it comes off the ban and Yu-Gi-Oh players have more better access to it. Another thing we're seeing is Kari mentioning cards like Destiny Hero Diamond Dude, a card that hasn't seen play in a long time. Now, Dual Power is coming out soon as well. It's going to have a lot of great reprints. In fact, we're going to be able to get infinite permanents to the mass public, hopefully as not a short print ultra rare, but let's be honest, it's going to be a short print ultra rare. And we're going to get a lot of, hopefully, more better reprints. We know Brionic and Necros are coming. We already got Brionic confirmation. I guarantee you most of the Necros will be in here as well. Hopefully, Konami makes a lot of great cards like Borosword, Boroload more accessible to the public. One thing we cannot deny is the fact that Yu-Gi-Oh! And with all these previous sets have been amazing. Normally, Konami release a blockbuster set, and then an average set, and maybe even a dead set in between. But they've been doing it pretty well lately, and it's been actually improving on even the past sets, showing viability within certain cards that still have high monetary value. Before I begin, guys, I just want to say, make sure to comment down below, hit hashtag Q4V in case you guys have any questions about this market watch. Usually at the end of every market watch, I try to answer at least one of your questions. Once again, it's hashtag Q4V. Thank you to my Patreon, so I'm going to be changing my Patreon up soon as well. And if you guys are new to the channel, please make sure to hit the subscribe button, the like button, and definitely comment below and let me know what you guys think about this market watch. Now, Destiny Hero Diamond Dude came out originally at Enemy of Justice. Market price has a card roughly around $12, and we're seeing it over here on page. There's only 2 pages, and on page 1 is nothing. It's heavily played, damaged, moderate, useless cards. Going over to page 2, where the first one we're seeing is the first edition Light You Played. It's about $30. After that, there's another Light You Played at $60. Now, I just want to urge huge caution. I'll get this in a second. I'll show you more of this. But newly launched sellers have been popping up all throughout TCG Player. It could be a variety of reasons. One, it could be because we're getting more and more plays in this game. Most likely, that's definitely a good indicator. 2, it could be a scammer. And I'll show you another card later on this market watch to prove the fact that I think there's a lot of scams going on in TCG Player, that TCG Player is sweeping under the rug. And this happening is something that's not really new. I'll show you that in a second, though. Look at the other Destiny Hero Diamond Dude from Dark Relations 4, the super rare. The market price has this card roughly around $7, and we're seeing it over here at actually, there's one over here about $8 to $10. After that one's gone, we're going to see it about $15. The reason I'm not too big of a fan of this version of Diamond Dude, because it's super rare in Dark Relations 4, is the fact that Diamond Dude is a super rare in Legendary Collections 2, and it's a quarter. Also, in Dark NEOSTORM, they mentioned TGs and more support for TGs. Well, I don't know if TGs are going to become a meta deck. I really don't. I don't think nobody really does. But what we do know is TG Trident Launcher is 83 cents. First edition Trident Launcher is under $1. And I think if you guys, even if you don't want to go crazy about this, if you don't want to RO9 it, no big deal, you can still buy a playset for $3 for a card that might potentially have play in the future. I think TD Trial Launcher has that potential, and I think a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players are underestimating this card. It's less than $1. Why not? Fantastical Dragon Phantasme is a card I mentioned the other day, and I'll mention it real quickly right here. $98 marker, $98 price point, and we're seeing one over here for $95. And then after that, it hits about easily over $100. At the bottom of this page, is hitting $113 each for Fantastical Dragon Phantasme. Now, let me show you something real quickly, guys. We got newly launched store. We got stores with 13 sales, 43 sales, newly launched, newly launched, newly launched. It's just this guy has 1,700 sales, but 0% as far as feedback. 0%. You see it? I just don't understand it. I think there's some kind of thing going on with TCG Player. Once again, we're definitely getting an influx of new players, but it has to be some kind of scam. Just be careful of who you buy from. You know, you could buy from one of these scammers with their weird kind of feedback, or someone who has a good amount of sales. Now, I ain't gonna lie, it takes a long time to have a good amount of sales. Had this guy had 100% on his thing with 1,700 sales, it's pretty good actually. But the fact that it's just so not, you know, it's so off-putting with these new stores. Just be really careful that where you're putting your money. You don't want to put like $300 for this damn card, and then since it's a new store, you get scammed out of it. Then you gotta fight with TCG Player to get your money back to put in another card, and hopefully that guy actually delivers the card to you. Now, normally TCG Player is really good with siding with the buyer all the time, but with all these new sellers, I don't know, I don't feel comfortable about it. I just want to throw it out there for you guys. We're all new sellers on one time in TCG Player. My personal store, just got hooked up with TCG Player Direct, which is amazing. It's been phenomenal with my store. I've been doing tons of orders every day. If you guys don't have TCG Player Direct, please check it out. It's kind of like regular TCG Player, except you click Direct, and if your order's over $25, it's free shipping for everything. Everybody gets included in one bundle. There's no more $2 limit, which has been amazing. You gotta pay one price. If you do have to pay for shipping, it's one price for shipping, whereas opposed to with regular TCG Player, it's just infinitely good. Seriously, look up. I might even do a video on TCG Player Direct. I love using it. It is amazing. But going back to Fantastical Dragon Phantasme, it's a card that's almost a staple at this point due to the fact that we don't have Max C. The minute we get Max C in, I know some of you might be a little bit hesitant. Maybe we get one Max C, I think it'll still be used. 2 Max C, Fantastical Dragon Phantasme might not be used. 3 Max C, we'll see if this card gets used, because I highly doubt at that point. Moving forward though, Sky Strikers, 1 YCS Dusseldorf 2, and we're seeing Shizuku drop in value. I mean, even over here, it's about $23 for Ulti Shizuku. A card which price point is roughly around $26. The reason this is not because Shizuku's a bad card, by the way. Obviously, I think Sky Strikers were going to do good at the YCS. I said they were going to do good at the YCS, and they did good at the YCS. Look at a Sky Striker Ace Kagari. It's actually around $28, which is a little bit over its $26 price point, $27 price point. And the reason why is not because Kagari is better than Shizuku, is because it's harder to find. That's where they get you. You see, OTS Pack 8 Kagaris are the older OTS Pack 8s. And as we move forward to the next Ulti, hopefully another Ulti Sky Striker, maybe Kana, guys. Oh, next Ulti, we're going to be, or is it Kana or Hayate? Actually, before Kana. Before we move to the next Ulti, this will be harder to get. And as it gets harder to get Kagaris, this will go higher in price point. And then this will start going higher in price point, and we will actually see Hayate, if it was to become the next Ulti, drop in price point. By the way, guys, next OTS pack comes out in April. Rank Up Magic Astral Force, another card who has a $3.50 market price from Legacy of the Valiant, Ultimate Rare. Actually, is a lot more. It's about $15. Despite this card showing almost no play. By the way, first edition is just $16. Despite this card showing almost no play at the YCS. In fact, I haven't seen this card show any play at the YCS. It's a $16 first edition Ultimate Rare. Do you have yours? This card used to be less than $1. It's insane. Another card is Tempest Magician, a card which the super rares are about $7 over here in the market price, higher than its $3 market price. The secret rare from Crossroads Chaos, a Tempest Magician, is $5. Now, Unlimited, actually around 16s. After that, when 16's gone, it's about $19 for Unlimited Tempest Magician. And then it's $20, as you can see over here, for a first edition Tempest Magician. As far as like a near mint, let me see if I can get you guys a near mint, it's about $50, $51. The thing about Tempest Magician that gets me, taken off guard the most is the fact that, yeah, there's a ton of Unlimiteds. When we talk about first edition Tempest Magicians, you got one over here for $20. And then on page 2, we have a lightly played first edition for $22. And then it's $50. So, you can do whatever you want, but get your secret rare Tempest Magician it easily hits $50. It came out in Crossroads of Chaos, or the special edition one, which came out in Stardust Overdrive. The special edition, it's $7. Like I said, guys, hold your old school Yu-Gi-Oh jank. Turn that jank into bank in the future. Moving forward, gift card Tactical Evolution is actually around $5. First edition, it's hitting about $6. It's a quarter box special. Look in your quarter box for it. Magical Musketeers. I always call them Magic Bullets. I non-stop call them Magic Bullets. That's how I see them as. I don't like Magical Musketeers. I hope Konami releases Lost Art Magical Musketeers or Lost Text Magical Musketeers, so we get Magic Bullets. Like if you're already releasing Lost Art cards that are breaking the censors, why not just give us Lost Text cards and call them for what they are? Magic Bullets. I hate Magical Musketeers. It just sounds so stupid to me. I non-stop call them Magic Bullets. I love this deck. I think this is one of my favorite decks. Definitely based off the artwork and the storyline, the way it looks. I love old westerns. If you guys ever saw the movies like The Good, the Bad, the Ugly, best man movie of all time. It's just one of the things about Magical Musketeers is something I love the way the deck plays. Another cool thing about Magical Musketeers, they crap on Salamangreats. Going second, letting Salamangreats do their full combo, Musketeers still have a phenomenal matchup against them. You summon out Magical Musketeer Caspar, they try to negate anything after that. Maybe Desires you activated, or Upstart Goblin, anything. Hell, you can activate Extravagance or Duality, whatever you want to do. And when they go to stop it with the Salamangreat negate card, oh, by the way, you have Magical Musketeer Last Stand. A card that says, hi, I'm a hand trap that's counter speed. And if you have Magical Musketeer on board, you can just play me as is. It's amazing. Magical Musketeer Last Stand is one of the very few cards that actually can go in second, slap Salamangreats in the face. And of course, you get to proc your Magical Musketeer Caspar. With the new cards coming out in Dark Neostorm, Musketeers are most likely going to be getting support. If they get support, and hopefully in Dark Neostorm, we're going to see Magic Musketeers start seeing play again. Now, look at Magic Musketeer Caspar. Market price has this card at $9, but it's already hitting $10. Yu-Gi-Oh! Players are already getting the hint. This is going to be a deck that can have potential. I'm not saying this is new Zodiac. What I am saying is, this deck has great promise. Looking at Magical Musketeer Starfires, some decks run 2, some run 3. Card price is roughly around $7 in the market, and that's where it's hitting. It's hitting at $7. Starfire used to be like 3s and 4s, and Caspars were 6s, and increasing in value because they're going to see play. I feel like they're going to see play. The market responding as they're going to see play, and we know they're getting new support cards. Now, obviously, I think Magic Musketeers need a field spell, in my opinion, that lets them draw more, because if you ever play this deck, you can easily blow through your hand, and without a decent field, you're in a lot of trouble. But I think Magic Musketeers is definitely a deck that can show viability within the future meta of the game. And if it's not, no big deal. Sell it. It's money right now. The deck was nothing for a long while. They had a huge release. I think Caspars were like 25s and Starfires were like 30s, I believe. And they definitely went down a lot since then. Wait till the hype of Dark Neostorm and then sell it then. I don't know. Something about this deck is something I like. I played Yu-Gi-Oh! Day. I went on vacation with my family, and there was a card shop, so I snuck away throughout the night. And I went to a card shop in Cincinnati, played at a Yu-Gi-Oh! Day, and made top 4 with this deck. It's a really fun deck. I really do enjoy it a lot. Moving forward, guys, Inspector Border is still on the market. Once again, didn't have that crazy amount of impact this weekend. A lot of players didn't really big up Inspector Border because we have Prankatops. If Prankatops gets hit in the ban list, I doubt it would. But if it does get hit in the ban list, God, man, we're going to see Borders with some dumb numbers. Looking at 2018 Inspector Borders, market price showing to be $8. It's actually around $7. This one's $6.50. Then after that, it starts hitting around $8 for Inspector Border. I'm skipping new sellers. Sorry, guys. Looking at Inspector Border from Extreme Force, Unlimiteds are $10. The market price has this card roughly around $7.50. Looking at first editions, it's same thing. It's about $10 for a Secret Inspector Border from original set. Up next, Ghost Reaper Winter Cherries. Probably one of my favorite cards that nobody's talking about right now. Now, we can talk about Ghost Reaper Winter Cherries from Legendary Collection Kaiba being $4. Advent Calendar being $4. Megatins being, get this, $4. Or we can talk about Shining Victory's original print, Ghost Reaper Winter Cherries. Market price has this card roughly around $6.50. Unlimiteds are about 6s. I mean, it does go up to near 7s on page 1. First edition starts around $7.50 for Ghost Reaper Winter Cherry. The reason why I love this card so much is because this card, if played in a side deck and extract was done properly, this weekend wrecks the whole meta. Think about it. Salamangreats. You can hit a Balinx. You can hit a Heatleo. You can hit anything that Salamangreats, extra deck wise. The deck is in deep crap. First turn, they start their combo. You drop a Ghost Reaper, Winter Cherries. You hit Sunlight Wolf, and you just sit back and go ahead and do your combo, guy. You ain't getting your negates unless you're hard drawing them. Stuff like that is really cool to see. And I think a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Players are really excited to play Salamangreats. Looking at the Azathoth combo variants that brings out Azathoth. You just Ghost Reaper and Azathoth. You had turn play priority, cool. At the end of your opponent's turn, you just flip that on. You drop your Ghost Reaper Winter Cherries. You're gonna hit their Azathoth. They can go. Oh, don't worry about it. I'll pass turn play priority on my main phase. You want to activate anything? Do you play any way to get back Azathoth? Alright, great. You just have a cute combo deck, and then you just murder their face. I think Ghost Reaper Winter Cherries has a lot of potential. It's great against almost every deck in the meta. Almost every deck besides the control decks. Use the extra deck, Salamangreats being the only deck that's kind of control, that this does hurt still. And I think it's a card that's highly underrated right now in the meta. We can also make an argument for D-Barrier. I think Ghost Reaper Winter Cherries is better than D-Barrier right now. Now, obviously, if you're a control deck, you gotta play Pot of Extravagance. You have to. But Ghost Reaper Winter Cherries is still a phenomenal card, and I highly recommend you definitely consider it. For my Altergeist friends out there, there are alternative builds of Altergeist that you don't need Extravagance. Extravagance is not needed in Altergeist. I know a lot of people get upset when I say that, but it's the truth. You don't need Extravagance. You can still do the old build because the Ghost Reaper Winter Cherries works better for you if you desire. I'm personally using Extravagance, but if you really want to, you can flip the build and still play it. It's still that good. As far as any control deck is the same. Moving forward, guys, Necros. I get asked once a week, V is Necros, should I get buying Necros right now? The prices look good. No, they don't. Necros of Bionic is a $31 market price, and a first edition version of it. The next listing is $50 for Bionic. A card we know is getting a reprint. Necros of Valkyris, what's a $45 market price? It is $34. It is down. But why buy it now? Wait until Power Duelist, Power of the Duelist, Duelist of the Power comes out. And we'll see what the real price of Necros of Valkyris is. Now, once again, you don't have to buy the Ultra Rares. But with the release of the Ultra Rares, if you want to buy this deck, just look at the Secret Rares when everyone lists them up online for sale. They're going to list them for sale because everyone knows these prices will drop, and then you'll have the opportunity to buy these cards at a cheaper price point. Solid Magician from Duelist Pack Rubber to Fires is $20. Collector's cards. This is collector's cards. It's crazy. Beatrice and Burning Abyss, probably one of the biggest talked about things happening in Dark NEOSTORM with Cherubini coming out is Burning Abyss. Not only for Dark NEOSTORM, but for the ban list. Looking at Beatrice, Lydia Eternal, she's actually pretty cheap. She's $5 on the market. Hopefully we get a reprint version of this card. Hopefully we get an ulti Beatrice. That'd be gorgeous if Konami did. That'd be amazing. Because then we have to look at this ugly ass premium gold version. We can actually have an ulti, which would be infinitely better. But looking at Beatrice, Lydia Eternal, this is a phenomenal card that can be used. Now, currently, it's at 1, where we have 3 Dantes. I think that should be switched, to be honest with you. We're going to be fair. And we should have Seer and Grappine unlocked with the ban list. That'd be kind of fun, actually. You can play Burning Abyss. You just have to watch your Dante, and Burning Abyss becomes more of a Link deck. A favorite deck that a lot of you players like, but now just a Link version. I think it's a lot more fair. But yeah, Beatrice is $5. If you don't have one, get one. You can buy 3, I guess. I hate this card. The look of it. Original the artwork and the inside looks great. It's just the letterings, the foiling, it looks terrible. Anyway, Dante Traveler Burning Abyss. Now, obviously, if you hold your original Dante's, it's money. I mean, Dante is a $16 card on the market price here on TCG Player for the Duelist Alliance original print version of it. Light You Play's about $14. First edition Light You Play is at $19. Now, Dante's a weird card right now because, like I said earlier, if it gets limited in the ban list, it will drop in value. If it doesn't get limited ban list, and if we get Graph and Seer off the ban list, or either one of those, if Graph goes to 2, Seer goes to 2, this card's going to go up in value. With Cherubini coming out, this card's going up in value. Like, almost every scenario has Dante going up in value, except the most likely scenario in which Dante getting hit in the ban list. It's happening to OCG. The deck's still pretty relevant. Here to TCG, I wouldn't be surprised if it happens. With Seer, you can recycle Dante. It's not that big of a deal. But I know a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players love bringing out Dante continuously. It's just the best floating cards. You know, Dante with a C underneath it feels pretty good, guys. And Graph, pretty nice day to be you. But I think Dante at 1 will make more sense. And if that happens, it will definitely take in value. If it doesn't happen, all the other scenarios show this card going up in value. Solemn Strike Ultimate Rare is going higher again. $57 in the market price. We covered it when it was roughly around 60s, and it's actually almost near $80 for Ultimate Rare Solemn Strike. That's so dumb. And the reason why it's that much money is because it's an OTS pack that you just can't get anymore. Stores can't get it from Konami. You just can't get it from Konami, unfortunately, my fellow stores. Ignis Heat, the True Draco Warrior, is another card that's rising higher and higher in the market price. Market price has Ignis Heat at $12. We're looking at Unlimited, about $13. First edition is hitting almost near $14 for Ignis Heat, because True Dracos are definitely still here. The weird thing about True Dracos is they were never gone. Just True Draco players didn't want to play Yu-Gi-Oh, I guess. With the release of Monarch Stormforce, you would think you would see a bunch of players playing that deck with Monarch Stormforce, but with all the deck piles I've seen, doesn't show True Dracos playing that many Monarch Stormforce, which is kind of weird. I think the card's still a phenomenal card. I think it's still showing some play, but not as much as I personally thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be a staple at 3 in every deck, and for the most part, it varies. But still, looking at Ignis Heat, the True Draco Warrior is going to higher in value because, you know, you kind of need it if you want to play the deck. And last thing I want to talk about is Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring. Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring has an $8 market price. Looking over here, it's hitting almost near $9. $9 for Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring. The structure deck should cost $10. It's $8.50 right now. There's a 21 watt, $8.72, and after that, it's a couple of pennies short with a 64 war at near $9 for Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring. Came out structure deck Soulburn, my friends. This is getting crazy. The fact that, I mean, once again, I could be wrong. I've heard from my distributor. I looked at Konami's website. There's no way you're going to get any more Soulburner. Maybe there's other distributors out there that I have not signed up with. I might still sign up with them, and maybe I'll be able to figure out if they have Soulburner. But as it stands right now, the best way to get Soulburner, if not paying extra, or hopefully your locals magically gets it, or they're going to try to rip you off, is going to your local Walmart, Target, and GameStop, which is terrible. I think you can play to support their locals that have Soulburner that charge $10. That's your diehard locals you need to be backing. Any locals that charges more, it's a scumbag. But for that case, you have to go to Walmart, Target, GameStop, and get these at $10 plus tax, which is stupid as hell. It's stupid for many reasons. One, because you can't get the promo, which is called the Haunted of this month, by the way. Great promo from the Lost Art promo. If you go to your local, see if they have it, maybe spend $30, you'll be able to get it. It's a beautiful promo. And you can't really get it because stores got shorted on Soulburner. Same with Savage Strike, by the way. I and other stores can't get Savage Strike for the most part, up until we see the reprint come about a week and a half from now. Comment question of the day comes from Gavin Meyer. Says, Q for V, what does RO9 mean? I go over it a lot in my videos. I go over it sporadically. I talk about it online in my live shows. I mention a lot. R9 is very simple. It's a thing I always think about whenever I look into getting a Yu-Gi-Oh card that nobody's really looking at in the market. R9 means rule of 9. You grab 9 of a certain card. If a card costs $1, grab 9 of it. A place it for yourself to keep, in case you want to play it. A place it to trade for, to go work on other investments so you don't got to spend cash. And of course, a place it to sell to recoup your initial income. If you buy a card for $1, goes to $5, well, you got a good amount of money. Let's say you sell a place that's $15, you only pay $9 for it. Of course, we know this doesn't really work in an ideal situation. I mean, look at some of the cards like, what was that one card? I actually forgot. I'm trying to find it. There was one card here that used to be $1. I actually can't find it now. The regular card. This card used to be $1, and you could sell it for $15. So RO9 really is an undercompensation number for something that you could definitely sell for way more. I just say you get Medical Actual Force at $1, you buy 9 of these for $9, well, you sell one, you make your money back. It just varies within the card, but definitely R9 is a great safe bet for Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Definitely helps promote trading, so you can get cards nobody's looking at. Once again, when Sky Striker, Kagari, Shizuku was like the cards everyone was going crazy for with the release of the ban list, I was telling everybody trade these for Yu-Gi-Oh investments. Yu-Gi-Oh players would be excited to trade their jank for a Shizuku if they need a Shizuku. Same with any other thing. Hell, you can get a Phantasme if you have an extra one, or you don't need one. Imagine how many cards you can get for this Phantasme. It's $100 right now. You can easily get a lot of great cards for this one Phantasme, and you can get tons. If someone has a huge binder of jank cards, hell, that's the guy you want to talk to, because a lot of those cards can go up in value. The market's been crazy lately, and as it moves forward and gets crazier, and we see random buyouts, this one Phantasme could definitely fill your buy out with a lot of good stuff. Anyway, guys, that's Mark Watch for today. I really appreciate you guys watching my videos. Please make sure to subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Definitely hit #Q4V. You play songs. Have a great day.